This tutorial is on entering basic metadata using ArcGIS Pro. Why? To ensure your GIS product, be it a vector map or enhanced image, can be confidently and correctly used in the future by someone else without needing you. Now, what's most important to enter in your metadata? There's many opinions and standards, but at least give it a name, have some tags so it can be searched for with all the tools that are out now, provide a summary or a purpose of the map that you made or the image that you process, a description, credits, contact information, and use limitations like, do you have a lot of confidence in it? Should it not be used at a scale larger than say 1 to 10,000? Maybe put a thumbnail in it, especially if it's in an ArcGIS Pro format. And then on the right you can see there's the spatial reference, the coordinate system, and the attribute information. Now that's carried with the data that's brought into ArcGIS Pro, but when it leaves ArcGIS Pro, adding that to your metadata could be very important. So as a reminder, we did a heads-up interpretation in Lab 5 of the tutorial on processing images and DEMs with ArcGIS Pro. And in that tutorial, we had a ortho photograph, and here it is, of a parking lot, and we digitize stripes to redo the striping on the pavement. So we digitize lines to redo the striping on the pavement. Now here we are looking at ArcGIS Pro with the lines that we drew in Lab 5. And down here you can actually see the table with comments like diagonal strip extending from concrete sidewalk. You can see it right there. Or if I go, there it is, highlighted. This divides a parking slot in half. So we did a good job of mapping this. Now let's assume that this map is going to leave your consulting company and it's going to go to Contra Costa County for their group that does pavement striping. And you're leaving and it might not get done for 4 or 5 years, so you need to attach the metadata to this file. So if we look at the file now, there's different ways that you can view metadata. So let's look at different ways we can actually see the metadata. One way is to go down to Properties. You click on Properties and you'll see metadata, and you can see here that it's blank. And you also can't enter anything here unless you click this and say layer has its own metadata, and then you can enter data at this site, but it's not very useful to do. I do it another way. Cancel. Another way is to say view metadata here, and if we take this and slide it around, we can look at the whole metadata template. And you can see at this time our parking lot lines have no metadata, period, except to say when it was created. That's it. So what we want to do is fill this in with at least basic information so that people in the future can use our data with a little more confidence. So we'll close this and we'll say, well, can we edit here? Wow, it says edit metadata. Oh, you can't really edit there. I don't understand this language, but just understand that you can't edit when you click edit off the contents pane. So you have to go over to the catalog pane over here, right click, and say edit metadata. Whoa, this big menu comes up. It's very nice in that, notice on the left side it shows all these things that we could enter for metadata. The item description, topics, keywords, and information just about the metadata itself, and then information about the layer that we're dealing with. So let's add some information to this. So not just parking lot lines, but it's Diablo Valley College North parking lot lines. And we could actually put a thumbnail here. So we'll go to Update, and I'll pick this one. So anyone that's using ArcGIS Pro is going to see this nice thumbnail. And then tags are so we can search for it. So let's say it'll be pavement, striping, DVC, construction, let's say. Anything else that we can think of? And what's the purpose of this map? It's to provide information on condition of parking lot stripes for improvement. Repainting. And then we slide down, and the description could be a lot more. And all we can say is interpreted from aerial ortho photograph in not field checked. But we think the location of these stripes is good. Now, who did the work? Let's say it's XYZ Consulting Company, Martinez, California. And what's really cool is the use limitation. What can we say? Biggest thing is wasn't field checked. Colors on aerial image not very good. Should only be used by Contra Costa County Public Works. And then it has this thing that's inside of ArcGIS Pro that we could go with, just good for zooming in. You don't really want to have it in a zoom out. So we've done basic, and then you click on save, and it's going to create hopefully an XML file, and then we can look at different things that are in this. So there's so many things that you can click, and this would be transportation. Anything else? It's sort of like a base map. Any citation? Anything else? If it was a book, we'd have these numbers. Contacts for the citation, the contacts manager. The metadata itself, we could put in more information about just the metadata itself and who's in charge of the metadata. So that could be Jane Doe, XYZ Consulting, GIS Tech. And there she is. Maintenance, who's going to maintain this? Empty. But you can see you have this drop down, unknown. We don't know if it'll ever be updated. And the constraints. Are there any constraints on this metadata? Probably not. But down at the resource itself, we have more information that we can put in. And the constraints here might be important, that it's new use limitation for safety, not for safety purposes. And maybe legal constraints. You have all these drop-down menus. We'll once again save, and now we'll close this. I'm looking at the XML. Let's see what it did. When it was created, oh, there it is. Provide information on condition. Interpreted from ortho photographs. So everything we typed in is in this XML, and then this is the thumbnail. So the thumbnail doesn't work very well, obviously, but all the info that we typed in has actually been retained. These should only be used by Contra Costa Works. And if you're inside of ArcGIS Pro and you say view metadata, hopefully it shows up. So you've taken your line work, and now anyone in the future that's using ArcGIS Pro will say, hey, this was done by XYZ Consulting Company, and it should only be used by Public Works, and it wasn't field checked. So it's just really good basic metadata to put in. You could put in a lot more, of course, but let's leave it at that. So that concludes this very brief overview of entering basic metadata to your map that you made or to your image that you enhanced. Now we can see our metadata in ArcGIS Pro, and notice one thing it's lacking is the spatial reference. And when we go over to parking lot lines and we go to properties, our image itself knows a lot more than our metadata is saying. So if I go up to metadata, you can see here's what we put in, but I go to source, it's not in our XML, which bothers me. And it's not so much the data source, except our vertical units are in feet, but the extent is here, and the spatial reference, which is really critical. If you end up getting this file and you don't have this information, it's very difficult to sort through and come up with what was the original projection of this data set. So from what I can tell, I'm not easily able to carry over the extent or the critical spatial reference information into my XML metadata template. And I think that's a drawback. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just haven't come across it yet. So that'll conclude this overview on entering basic metadata to files that you create, either vector files or enhanced imagery.